Alright, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm here with Steve from Go Radio.
That's correct.
So how did the band form?
uh, to make it simple and short and sweet, about 4 years ago, Jason left his previous band, wanted to start a new band. We'd all been playing in local bands and have all kind of crossed paths and toured and, show traded back in the day. And when he decided he wanted to start something, he got in contact with me and Matt, our bass player now, and was like, hey, I want to do this. We laid it on the road, found Alex, and we've been Go Radio ever since.
Nice. So how's the tour been so far?
It has been one of the best tours. It's all the guys have been awesome. We've toured with Every Avenue a bunch of times, so we love those dudes. And then Yellowcard, we recently got to meet early before the tour, because tours are always rough. It's like the first day of school when you go, and you're like, oh, you don't know if you're gonna get along with everybody, and you're like, oh, I hope they're nice. But we got to meet Yellowcard when we were in Australia for Counter Revolution, and they turned out to be really awesome guys. They came up to us and were like, hey, we're gonna be touring with you guys when we're back in the States, and we're like, yes, you will. This is going to be awesome. So we kind of hit it off really well with them. And so the tour's been like, since day one, it's been awesome hangs and just like good times. And it's been a really fun tour, especially because Yellowcard's been kind of a different crowd. They haven't really been in this like scene, I guess you would say. They've kind of been that band that broke out. And so a lot of their crowd is different, which is really good because it's always nice to play in front of fresh faces.
Have there been any pranks on the tour, or?
No pranks yet. Sean is quite a handful from Yellowcard. He's probably the most prankster of all, but in his own little way. I don't think he really means it. And but they're all the guys are a lot of fun. No pranks. It's been maybe towards the end of the tour you see the pranks, but usually right now in the beginning, kind of the middle of the tour, it's kind of just hanging out, getting along, drinking and hanging.
You were on Warped Tour this past summer. How was that?
It was awesome. It was really extremely hot. People like try to warn you, like other bands, like, oh, you guys doing Warped? It's awesome. It's gonna be hot. Be prepared. We're like, oh yeah, we're from Florida. We're used to the heat. What's the big deal? And then you hit Warped Tour and you realize how hot it is, how stressful it is day to day. The days are packed really full of press, full of signings, and like trying to like meet and greet with people, and then trying to find time for yourself to relax for a minute to get out of the heat. So. But all in all, it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun.
So you're releasing a deluxe version of Lucky Strikes. What can the fans expect to hear on that?
Well, the deluxe is something we really were excited about because a lot of our fans are they like to be involved with everything we put out. We've demoed a lot of stuff and our fans are like, let's see, we want to hear demos, we want to hear this, we want to hear that. They want to hear new stuff. So when we got the opportunity that was brought to us, like to do a deluxe, we're like, that's awesome. To put on some demos that so people can kind of see. Because I remember as a kid, and when Deluxe Records came out, my favorite bands, I'd be like, this is awesome. You hear where the song started and then what it's become, and it's cool to to see that. But we're excited because there's a couple demos on the record, on the deluxe, like a Goodnight Moon, which is just like bare bone. Very time Jason wrote it, was like, hey, this is my idea for the song. Thanks for Nothing is a demo. It's like a really rough demo that he actually recorded in the middle of the night one night because of a situation that happened that just spawned the song. But also we have the cover of Adele, Rolling in the Deep is on there, which we're really excited for. And then we also have another new song, which is like a B-side kind of song that we decided to put on the channel.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's packed full of songs. It's like 20 songs, and I think 2 of them are digital. So it's 22 if you go to iTunes, and then 20 on because that's all I could fit on the CD.
Right, yeah.
And I think that are any other art videos on there as well. So it's just packed full of everything we can put in there.
Now, besides the deluxe version, are there any new projects you can tell us about if you're working on any? Or?
Not really. We're after this tour, we plan on going home and just kind of taking a break because it's a good time to take a break in the winter. It's like Thanksgiving and then the holidays, and not a lot of bands tour that time. We're going to do a lot of writing and hopefully, maybe go in the studio. Who knows? I'm not sure yet.
Now, do you have any advice for high school students wanting to make it in the industry?
It's tough. It's persistence is really what it is. I've been doing it since I've been in high school. I played drums in middle school band, and I didn't continue into high school, but I just found other friends that had like minds and wanted to do something, just kind of mess around and just kind of just kept at it, and just if you feel like you're really into it, and you have what it takes, just keep going. But it's a long road. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's quick, but a lot of times in this industry it's tough, especially right now. It's really tough, but it's definitely fun.
Now, one final question.
Sure.
Since you guys are playing at the rave tonight, I have to know, do you think the
Haunted?
haunted? Yes.
Absolutely. We always have stuff that happens here every time. One time when we were on the Fearless Friends tour, I think all the lights went out for Breathe Carolina there too, when they're playing, and then all of a sudden they came back on. Matt was fixing his bass when we came through here one time, and for some reason one of the springs just disappeared, and so he but then we found it inside at merch at the end of the night.
Right.
And we just said, can't help but want to think it's haunted.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So you gotta stick with it, but it's fun because it's one of those memorable stops. You're like, oh, hi,
Yeah.
going to the rave. See if we go down to the boiler room and catch some ghosts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we all definitely, the band, Asgard Radio, I can say that we all think that the rave is haunted. Easily.